Hey, it's Dr. Aaron Gum, founder of Blueprinter Practice Automation, yourautomatedpractice.com. Today I want to talk to you about something called patient experience, okay? So when we think about what an experience is, it's how someone views something of where they went through, a process that they went through. So for example, if I went into Apple, every time I go to an Apple store, I leave that store going, wow, that experience was amazing, from the check-in to the reminders, to the scheduling, to the customer service, to the product, to the exiting, getting a text every time I leave after my appointment. Everything was resolved A to Z, and I leave that experience going, wow, this company has their together. Okay, so what I want to talk to you about today is how that fits into a clinic model, okay? So it's very important. The reason why we want to focus on the patient experience is because a couple things. When that patient walks in the door, in a previous video, in video number 1 in this series, we went over what you should be doing for that before that patient even gets to the office. So make sure, if you haven't viewed video 1 of this series, go back and view it and you'll know what I'm talking about. So when that person walks through your door, there's very specific things that need to be happening when they walk through the door. Number 1, they need to be greeted. Your staff needs to know their name, first and last, why they're there, what condition they're there for, and walk around the desk, shake their hand, give them a hug, show them that you care, and that you're different from any other medical clinic that they're going to go to. Okay, that's number 1. That's most importantly, when they walk through the door, you need to be doing that. Okay, so when they're done with their paperwork, they go through the office, there needs to be an office tour, okay? And this tour isn't just hey, get to know my clinic, here's some things here, here's the restroom. That's not what this is for, okay? Of course they need to know where the restroom's at, but that patient tour is very specifically to build trust, value, third-party validation, let them know that you treat patients exactly like theirs. And so when you start that patient tour, a couple things need to happen, because that patient's walking through your office and you may have things in your office that look scary, they don't look normal. Like, for example, I was a Pettibon corrective doc for a long time. I had these crazy things hanging from my wall that you traction your neck with, and they look like that you're going to hang yourself. Or someone may be doing it when they're walking through the office, and they need to specifically say, this is a neck traction for necks that have neck pain, that need to create movement in the spine. You need to explain things like that so that doesn't go unknown, because what happens is, if they look at something and they go in that consultation room and say, wow, I wonder what that thing was, and they're thinking about it the whole time, I hope I don't have to do that. I wonder if that's going to be my program. I wonder if that's going to be a service that they're going to provide me for my condition. So you got to uncover those type of things. Another thing is, you need to have a wall of fame, or a testimonial wall, okay? Not just to brag about what results you have, but very specifically for this reason. For when you're taking Mary through that office tour and she has neuropathy, or she has knee pain, or she has thyroid issues, you need to walk up to that wall of fame and say, Mary, this patient reminds me exactly of why you're here in the clinic. We're able to help this person out. Point to the patient, and maybe it's them having a whiteboard with the result on the whiteboard with a picture with the doc. Or maybe it's an iPad before they even go on the tour, and you have channels on your YouTube channel of specific conditions. Maybe she can scroll through all the thyroid condition results that you've gained. But the most important part in that patient experience, you have to have a reference port for third-party validation to show that patient that, hey, we've helped people exactly like yourself. They got amazing results. I hope we can do the same thing for you, okay? So when they walk in that consultation room, they know, they're like, wow, I just saw a patient that has the same condition of why I'm here. I'm excited. I'm glad that this person's helped people just like me. And then a lot of stress is going to go off their shoulders, because they know they're in the right place. This is the purpose of that office tour. So third-party validation, letting them know the things in the office, that any scary things that they're not scary, this is what exactly they're for. And just to get them to know, get to know their surroundings, so they feel comfortable when they walk into that consultation room. So I'm not going to go into the consultation and how we do the consultation and tips. We're going to be doing that in a later video. But after that consultation, when they leave the office, you need to be sending them a text immediately when they leave the office, thanking them for coming and putting trust in your office. Something very small, okay? By the time they get to their car, they should be getting this text message. So they see the text message and they're like, wow, no one else has done this when I leave an office. I got a text message from the office I just left They really care. They're on top of their game. They know what they're doing. They got their together. And I'm going to come back because this is the office that I want to take care of my health. Okay. So let's fast forward the day before their report of findings. Okay. So when they're coming back for the report of findings at the end of shift, okay, so say they're coming back on Wednesday morning, it's Tuesday evening, shift closes, you look at your schedule and you look at every person that's coming back that next day. Well, you need to create a video from your doctor to send them through text message the night before the report of findings from the doctor, showing them that, again, they're going to experience a message from the doctor, just like I went over in the first video, that they're going to experience before they even get to the clinic. You're going to send them the video the day before, the evening before the report of findings, and the doctor's going to send them a message. We're excited to sit down with you. I had a great time on your initial visit, get to know you, your condition, how it's affecting your life. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow, okay? And sitting down with you once again to see if we can help you with your healthcare goals or with your health goals, whatever it may be. So just a short video like that is going to, again, gain their trust even more, okay? They're going to get to know the doctor even more. And then when they get back to that report of findings, they've not only heard the doctor in the video they sent before their initial visit, they've got to know him in the consultation. Now they've got to know more in a video before they went to the report of findings. And then they're going to sit down with them in the report of findings for the fourth time, experiencing the doctor's voice, their tone, their personality. They get to that they care. By then, the report of findings is just a formality, okay? So this is very important. This gains a lot of trust. This gains a lot of rapport with this patient doing these things. And by the time they come to the report of findings, it's just a formality. You're having a conversation. You get them signed up for care. Trust me, if you're going to do these things in your patient experience, okay, from the office tour to building value, third-party validation, and sending a text reminder after the consultation, sending a video before the report of findings, sending it the evening before they come back, your sign rate, I guarantee it, will go up. And that's why in our office and a lot of our offices that we work with, they have an 80 to 90% close rate on high case fees, $5,000 to $6,000 case fees. So do your homework. Think about your process. What does your patient see when they come in the office? What do they experience? Is your staff members shaking their hand? What's your office tour look like? Is it just a thing to fill time, or are you really using it to add value into your process? And what are you doing with video to your potential patients? Are you sending them out to leverage a lot of your trust and value processes to get a higher close rate? So think about that. I hope this video added value to your day and to your practice, and we'll talk to you soon.